The key to solve this problem for a small k is just to understand it very well and start to write your coding to just simulate the problem. As we learned before, the word simulation means to follow step by step what we are asked to do. So let's trace the code here. Control Shift A, font, let's make it 25. Okay, so let's do just direct simulation. I'm reading here the two variables n and m and calling Joseph with an n and m. The first thing here to do is to create the list of numbers that are in a circle 1, 2, 3, 5, n. So we're just making an iteration to create all of these 5 numbers, and you can also create them with different ways, like maybe list comprehension. After that, we will start to make a simulation for the program. The last position here is a 0-based index for where is the last position we are iterating over it, and then as long as the list doesn't have a single empty, this list we will do some deleting or bobbing from it for numbers. So we will keep simulate, find the person, remove it, find the person, and remove it. In every time we will iterate for k-1 steps exactly. If you notice, the current guy is always counted, so we're actually iterating k-1. So we are just incrementing step by step, last position, last position, last position, and so on. Then observe the following. As people are in a cycle, let's say that the k was 10, for example, and the list is just 4 elements. Then at some point your last position go to n, which is like one step after the cycle. To handle that, we get back to last position equals 0. So the purpose of this step here is to just iterate and go back to our first position. Once we are done with this step, the person in the last position is a person that we are going to remove. So first of all, take the person and put it in the red, and then remove it from the list. In a similar way, the n now will be shrinked, but maybe after the n is shrinked, like let's initially the list have 5 elements, then 4 elements, 3 elements. If the last position was actually at the last element, now the last element is actually beyond the sequence. So again, we need to get back to the first sequence. The purpose of this if condition and this if condition is actually to make sure that if we are one step after the cycle, get back to the first step in the cycle. In the next 2 codes, we will learn how to improve this code more and more. So please make sure that you understand the current simulation.